Hello, salutations. What to do? It's Dr. Gamer, all father. Durag game, know the vibes like a scribe. Let's get it. We are back on live a little early today. What up, everybody? We got some breaking news that's not related to skins, thank goodness. Marvel's Avengers is actually releasing some actual content. You love to see it. What's up, Beastly, Ability, Jace, Mookie, Surya Boy, what up, Triple, Ability, YouTube Toby, Justin, what it do? Good morning. Still get a bug in attacking on mission chain. Yeah. Sorry you're going through that. What's up, Lethal? What's going on, Ant? I hope the developers can sort you out. So we got a brand new blog today. It's giving everyone a chance to come in here. Everybody, come on in, say hello, like up the video, share. Let's get to 100 likes really quickly. We're going to be breaking down the new patch that's coming and all that good stuff. What's up, Craig? Walt Rocket, Lord Heroic. What up, Ben? What's up, Bill? So here is the image of the new blog, of the new activity. Is, of course, the new elite villain sector, No Rest for the Wicked, coming in 2.6. They sent this out a little bit early to certain content creators and moderators to share, of course, leaving me out. But here it is. This is what the new Monica villain sector will look like. As you can see, looks very much like Beating the Odds 2.0, but with purple exos on top of Monica clones, apparently. 2.6 is dropping next Tuesday, November 20th. SHIELD has detected a great power source coming from an AIM lab in the Utah Badlands, and it looks like Monica is running the operation herself. Assemble your strike team and take her on in our new elite villain sector, which rolls out on 9/20 in update 2.6. That is the latest coming. Unfortunately, this is all. So I was a little confused by this. So they gave the update they gave it to Bob, Duck and Weave, they gave it to Laajune, and they basically said, all we're telling you is that the new update is coming. This is when it's coming, and there's going to be more information in the blog. And this is the blog. I mean, it's the normal blog. It's not even a development blog. It's a paragraph. Not even a paragraph. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. There's the Hawkeye skin thing. They got this Captain America outfit as the new Prime drop. That's literally it. Okay, that's literally it. All right, so what did it say? Triple XP for Hawkeye until the 22nd. 50% off. Also 50% off non-MCU Hawkeye outfits. 50% off Hawkeye takedowns, emotes, and nameplates. The Red Room Takeover is the next event. Runs until the 29th. Of course, you have until October 1st to claim those 3 free MCU suits just from logging in. Iron Man from Iron Man 2, Thor from the first Thor, Captain America from the first Avengers movie, not the Captain America movie. That was a typo. That's literally it. Where's the rest of the vlog? Where is it? Where is the blog? Where is it? Where is Monica? Where is she? Where's the trigger? I mean, where's the blog? Where is it? What's wrong with you? I'm young, black, and I don't care. I've never heard of Smiling Barbarian. Imagine admitting that you've never seen The Dark Knight. Imagine that this being the way that you reveal you've never seen The Dark Knight. Or any of the Christian Bale memes from him playing Batman. What a weird way to tell on yourself. What's up, Moonbrick Motion? You have not missed. I mean, this is it. You are looking at exactly what you missed. So since the blog isn't going to tell you anything, I guess I'll break down 2.6 myself. So you said you've never watched any of the Batman, none of them? So, since the blog is not going to tell you, I'll basically go over it. So, patch 2.6 is coming on Tuesday. Hold up before I get into it. The Prime drop is now. Anyway. Patch 2.6 is coming on Tuesday. It is headlined by No Rest for the Wicked, which they are calling an elite villain sector. So hopefully means it's farmable like the other villain sectors are in this game. And in addition to this elite villain sector, which features, once again, Monica, as you can see, it basically looks like beating the odds. It's also coming with updates to the characters in the actual gameplay. So one of the things is that actually, and this is actually in my video that dropped yesterday, which you should definitely check out. So you're only going to, so in addition to the new mission, you're getting updates to heroics. They said they're going to be buffing heroics for the heroes. They also said that, I also heard that they might be addressing other things besides heroics, like intrinsic. A lot of characters have not very good intrinsic, and they might be looking at that as well. Stagger, if you've been annoyed by all the enemies staggering you, they're going to address that as well. And this new elite villain sector is also going to be story driven. It's going to be part of the new story. So the way it breaks down is 2.6 and 2.7 are going to be connected, similar to how the Kate Bishop taking aim and the Hawkeye Future Imperfect were connected, except with much less content, unfortunately. So Monica's No Rest for the Wicked is a story-driven elite villain sector that is going to be telling the story of Monica after the events of the Reassemble campaign, and it delves into her plan to bring back MODOK, which will lead into cloning labs. This storyline will also introduce the Winter Soldier. Now I think Winter Soldier is going to appear in probably a cutscene, but the story is going to eventually introduce him. He will not be a playable character until 2.7, which is cloning labs, the OLT that you have to be 175 in order to play. No Rest for the Wicked as an elite villain sector is supposed to be a lot more accessible and shouldn't be. I mean, no villain sector in the game is multiplayer only. So until they say otherwise, assume it's just like any other villain sector. This one just has some story to it. So it's more comparable to the Monica beating the odds villain sector, which has cutscenes not only throughout the mission. At the end of the mission, there's also a bonus cutscene that you unlock at the end when you complete it for the first time. That teases the next villain coming to Marvel's Avengers, which of course is going to be Ultron. As far as we can tell. And 2.6 is going to have the Monica mission, and it will have buffs to the heroes. Now, they said, Alex was asked about this. He said this patch is only going to have buffs, no nerfs, all buffs for your characters, no nerfs at all. That's what they said. All buffs, no nerfs. Nerfs are coming eventually, particularly to Iron Man, but this patch in particular that's coming Tuesday, supposed to be all buffs. And I think we should expect a few things in addition to heroic damage. I think we'll see some stuff for intrinsic, hopefully some bug fixes. And I'm curious to see what they do about stagger. That's still glowing a little green. Probably gamma. Could be gamma. But I'm looking at this and it looks like literally just clone of Monicas and Exos. So I don't think this should be too proud. This might be the surest video you ever did. I mean, I was going to do my regular stream anyway. So the videos that people uploaded are pretty short about this because literally they didn't tell them anything. I think we assumed that everyone assumed more would come in the blog, but more did not come in the blog. I hope there's another blog later that drops with some more details, but all the details I'm telling you are stuff that I've heard before, so I want some more clarity. The traversal update, making characters like Cap run faster, making Hulk jump further, all that is coming, but it's not going to be in 2.6. The only gameplay updates we know are coming in 2.6 are going to be buffs for your heroic damage, and enemy stagger is going to be addressed. They said that the updates to movement will not be included in 2.6. Unfortunately. So Bucky, chilling. Hope Cap runs and jumps lots faster. I hope so too. I mean, I don't even have a problem with his jump. Like, legit, I just want him to be able to run without having to use his intrinsic. Like, I want him to be fast without his intrinsic. Maybe 2.8. Oh no, they confirmed that the buffs to traversal are coming this year. It just won't be with 2.6. So maybe it'll be with 2.7. Maybe it'll be in between 2.7, but it is not going to be after Bucky. 2.7 is going to be Bucky and cloning labs. That's all we know for sure. But since the traversal update is not ready yet, they might save it for 2.7. Or if it's ready early, maybe they do it in between. But realistically, I think they will want to be able to advertise as much as they can for 2.7. So to me, it makes sense to save the movement update for 2.7, just so at the very least you have more time to work on it, and also you can say, hey, this isn't just a Bucky hero event. It's also, you got cloning labs, you got traversal, all that good stuff. What's up, Eastwood? You're going to need to be 175 for No Rest for the Wicked. No, that's No Rest for the Wicked is just an elite villain sector. It's not an Omega level threat. Only cloning labs will require you to be 175. Elite villain sectors. If we check out the map, you can see where elite villain sectors are in terms of difficulty. We see these are normal. I think they have some on Future Wasteland. Yep. So you see, this is the elite villain sector in the Future Wastelands. As you see, villain sectors, power level 160. Now, the Monica beating the odds villain sector required you to was only 140. That was one of the complaints, actually. People said it was too easy. When it originally came, you only had to be 140 to play it. And now they've bumped it up to 160. As is now part of the Snowy Tundra region. What's up, Yardrat? Update 2.6 is dropping this Tuesday, the 20th. Only character you beat it with is Hawkeye. Yeah, I hope this one is more challenging, because beating the odds is super easy. Beating the odds was way too easy. This ain't about buffs. They've said it previously, yes. they confirmed that 2.6 will only have buffs for heroes, and I'm going on Twitter right now just because I feel they can't be serious with this. Like there's no way their development blog is only going to be a couple sentences long when the patch is literally coming on Tuesday. So I'm guessing I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt and say they have something bigger prepared, maybe for later today, maybe for tomorrow. We're still supposed to be getting patch notes. They said they'll tweak Iron Man's rocket span. Yeah. So that's going to be in a future update from what Alex was describing, but they also might sneak it into this one. I would not be surprised if they sneak it in there. We beta tested on Tuesday. We beta tested every day. Definitely. We're ready. Monica keeps killing you after the barriers are down. After the barriers are down? All right, so the Monica villain sector is pretty easy. All you have to do is basically do a bunch of damage to her. Like so here's the trick, if you will, to beating Monica, beating the odds. All you literally have to do is kill her smaller clones, leave the elite one alone, kill her smaller clones that are running around that are weak. Every time you kill one, you get a damage buff. I think it stacks up to 10. Get the 10 stacks, then get rid of the elite one. Monica's shield will come down. Then when my shield's down, do as much damage as you can. If you don't one-shot her, she'll put her shield back up. And then she'll turtle up and send out her clones again. Now, there is a glitch. Sometimes, even when her shield is up, she'll do that wipe, that instant wipe. So it's better to take cover behind a pillar while you're doing this phase. That's why a ranged character makes this much easier. But you just rinse and repeat. Kill the clones, kill the elite one, maintain a damage buff, shield comes down, damage her, rinse and repeat. Your AI team shouldn't matter. Like, if you're not doing enough damage to Monica when her shield is down, then you need to, work on your build and put some more and make it so that you're doing more damage. The only thing that should trip you up is the fact that there is a glitch where sometimes she does the one shot when the shield is down. If that doesn't happen, you should have no trouble at all. Kill the mini clones, maintain your damage buff, kill the elite clone, do a bunch of damage to Monica when her shield comes down. Eventually, it'll be it. Your AI companions are pretty much useless during this part, but that's okay, because as long as you just follow the mechanics, you shouldn't have a problem. It really is super easy. Like, you used to legit only have to be power level 140 to do it. It's crazy. Now it's a little harder because, you just have to be power level 160 at least. But the mechanics are still the same. Just joined. You missed the reveal of the 2.6 update. It is coming this Tuesday. I'm still waiting for them to post a real blog, because the development blog they posted is definitely not enough. It literally just tells us it's an elite villain sector. And that's pretty much it. It's coming Tuesday. That's not much of a blog. What hero am I using in Coney Labs? I'll pretty much use all my 175s. I have every character on my roster is 175 except for Black Panther and Captain America. So I'll run through with all of them eventually. I would love to run through as Winter Soldier. I think when Clone Labs comes out, I'm going to prioritize leveling up Winter Soldier. I want to see if they change anything, or if there's some cheese. You know, if it's specific characters or everyone. So I would love for them to be clear about this. As I mentioned in my video, Alex was asked directly about this, and he basically told us we're going to have to wait for the patch notes and we'll be pleasantly surprised, which I don't understand the need for secrets. Like, I understand some stuff needs to be kept secret, but something as basic as what characters are you buffing in your upcoming patch, there's no way Marvel is telling them not to keep that, not to tell anyone about that. There's absolutely no way. There's no way Marvel would tell them to keep that a secret. So that feels very much like a Crystal Dynamics decision to try to be mysterious. Maybe they're saving it for a blog and they don't want to spoil the surprise. But I don't understand why you wouldn't give that information ahead of time. That doesn't make any sense. It's a military. Like, so, well, behind the scenes, they made it sound like the patch will be either, there's conflicting things. Behind the scenes, they made it sound like the buffs will be for specific heroes, but also now it sounds like every character is getting some sort of buff. That's what I basically concluded in my video, that they're going to be buffing every character to some degree, but every character is not going to get the same buff. That's my prediction. Because some characters need more than others. Like, obviously, Captain America's heroics, you know, Kate's heroics could use a buff. Thor's very clearly do not, except his Bifrost does need to be fixed. But yeah, in general, you know, Thor's God Blast doesn't need to be stronger. Captain America's Steamroller does need some kind of buff. So it would make sense if they're going to have certain stuff be targeted. Bucky is coming in patch 2.7. 2.6 is coming Tuesday. But I'm expecting some kind of Winter Soldier Easter egg to come with 2.6. Similar to how the Monica beating the odds, which this mission looks like it's based on, had a teaser for Ultron. So because Bucky is related to this cloning lab Monica storyline, I'm expecting some Winter Soldier goodness to pop up in 2.6. You knew, I mean, we reported previously that 2.6 was posted to SteamDB. So all of us were expecting it to come early. And I even said that I expected to get the release date this week, and that's pretty much exactly what happened. Because when they put stuff on SteamDB, when they put patches on SteamDB, it means that it's pretty much close to ready. Kirsten Evans making sense with novelty. We'd like to thank you so much for giving you the Worldbreaker Hawk build. You're welcome, Dogwater Club. Glad you enjoyed it. June said Widow's overcharge is increasing. I heard Bob Duckenweave mention that yesterday. That seems to be the case. Yeah, so basically everyone should get some kind of buff. It won't be the same buff because every character has different needs. Where are we getting this patch? No, Cloning Labs is patch 2.7. 2.7 is coming with Cloning Labs, Winter Soldier, and we don't know what else yet. I'm assuming the buff to movement, Hulk's jumping, Captain America's running speed. I assume all that's going to be in 2.7 as well. 2.6, we're getting the No Rest for the Wicked Elite Villain Sector, and we're getting buffs to all the heroes. And they're also going to be fixing stagger. SteamDB, Steam is a platform for PC gaming. You can go in there, you can buy and play games on the platform. And it's because Marvel's Avengers is also supported on Steam. When they push new patches, that goes on the Steam database when stuff is live or when it's about to go live. And because there's no equivalent for that on PlayStation or Xbox, people will go to Steam to kind of get a heads up on when a patch is about to drop, because it'll start being added to Steam's database. Can't wait to see what Miller finds in the patch. Oh yeah. Hope he's got his data mining hat on. Thor overcharge getting increased is hilarious. Like the minis, I mean, he does. Like, his overcharge is bad. Like, Jane's overcharge, it just makes sense. Thor was nerfed, first of all, in the Jane patch. And her overcharge is way better than his. So it pretty much, I mean, would be silly not to do something with his overcharge and everyone else's. Because Jane's established that, oh yeah, overcharges don't have to be this bad. you can make them better. Yeah, Jane gets a 12-second overcharge that doesn't go away if you get hit. She has like the best overcharge other than Hawkeye. Let me see how many people we got here. Oh, 5. All right, let me switch back real quick. Now, let me see if I got this. Come on, give me the piece. Give me that piece. Well, they're so stingy with RNG. All right, welcome new people. Make sure you like up the video. We're up to 200 people. Oh, we're over 200 likes. Thank you kindly. So this Tuesday, no rest for the wicked. It is an elite villain sector coming to Marvel's Avengers. In addition to this new villain sector, they're going to be buffing heroes. They're going to be buffing all the heroes. We're going to see buffs to heroics. We're going to see buffs to intrinsic. And they're even going to do something about stagger. This is so far literally all we know. Literally all I'm telling you, literally all we know about this update is what we found out. Actually, it'd be better to literally just read the August blog because of how little information they gave us in this week's blog. Like literally all they told us was that it's coming Tuesday, it's elite, and it's an elite villain sector. And of course the link is dead in the blog. There's supposed to be a hyperlink to take us to that, and it's not working. Let me manually find it. August development update. Here we go. Here we go. This should be what we got today. So hopefully that arrives later. Already buffing melee. As far as I know, it does not sound like the melee buff is included in this one. I mean, if they do something about stagger, we'll see what they do about stagger, because that might help melee depending on how they do it. We got to see. Unfortunately, we don't have any information. So for the patch that's coming Tuesday, our next update will be 2.6, and it's currently expected to release in September. We now know it's September 20th. It will introduce the No Rest for the Wicked Warzone, which we now know is an elite villain sector. A new villain-focused adventure for all players. The Scientist Supreme is running out of resources and clones and takes further risks to secure AIM's power. Monica has recovered MODOK from the San Francisco Bay with plans to revive him for use as a weapon against the Avengers. Our heroes must put an end to her plans before the mutation mad genius returns. Alongside the Warzone, starting in 2.6 and continuing in future updates, we'll be rolling out updates to our full roster of heroes. One of the most important elements of Marvel's Avengers is that everyone on our roster feels heroic to play. This will be an ongoing process over several updates as we look at combat, balance, and traversal, and make tweaks and changes to make sure every hero continues to feel like they've leapt from the pages of the comics. Beyond 2.6, so after 2.6. Following update 2.6, which again, this Tuesday, September 20th, our next playable content will be AIM's cloning lab. As an Omega level threat, it features in-game content that will arrive with new gear and an increased power level cap, as well as the next step in the conflict between AIM and the Avengers. In addition to the new OT, we're excited to announce a new hero will also be joining our roster as a result of the events of No Rest for the Wicked and Cloning Labs, so he is connected to these storylines. James Buchanan Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, will rejoin his former allies and his mentor Steve Rogers, a hybrid baller and marksman hero. The Winter Soldier will add yet another way to be heroic in Marvel's Avengers. And there's the picture of Bucky. We'll have more details about Cloning Labs and Winter Soldier after release of 2.6. And there was also a feature in the blog in Forbes. And for Paul Tassi interviewed Brian to get some additional details about 2.6. The main draw of 2.6 will launch, which will launch sometime in September, again September 20th, is a new villain sector, an elite villain sector, meant to move the story forward, and the storyline involves Monica attempting to reboot MODOK after the events of the base campaign. The mission has been compared in difficulty to the Cosmic Cube, the other Monica fight in the game, and you will indeed be fighting her again, not MODOK. That comes later. This patch also comes with a pass on mass buffing heroic ability damage and having players get staggered by enemies less. The main attraction will be 2.7, which brings it with it the arrival of the first new hero since Jane Foster, but really the first truly new hero since Spider-Man, and even he was only for PlayStation players. That would be Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. This dispels previous rumors that the next hero in the game would be She-Hulk, which will line up with the just released Marvel series, and Wagner says this was always the plan, to have Bucky come after Jane Foster, so don't believe every rumor you hear. That's Brian taking a shot at Miller. Winter Soldier did leak out as an option for next year before this as well, however. Good Paul Tassi defending Miller a little bit there. Details on Bucky are a little scarce, but I confirmed that he is not what you would call a mirror or echo character. There you go. And that's pretty much the main thing. So we're waiting. So essentially we're just waiting for additional details. Patch notes would be nice. I would love some real patch notes. Not even, or just a little more to the blog, giving us more details about what to expect. The blog kind of makes it seem like it's coming in 2.6. I mean, it did say he's coming beyond 2.6 with Cloning Labs in the blog. And the Paul Tassi article says that he's coming in 2.7. Can't wait for Bucky. You're baiting him when he releases. You want his MCU movie skin to come with the mask. You beat Monica with Iron Man not too long ago. Looking forward to that MCU skin with the mask. Yeah, that's the main Bucky skin I'm interested in. The other ones, I don't really care. MCU-wise. PC does get anything. Are you asking if PC is getting anything? Yes. All content updates are for everybody. The only content exclusive they've done so far is Spider-Man. Everything else is for everybody. Yeah, every single patch has been for everybody, with the exception of Spider-Man. Spider-Man was the only piece of a patch of content that was exclusive. Every other update is for everybody. Falcon with Starter Bucky isn't that good. Hopefully Bucky is a better outfit for the Thunderbolts movie. Yeah, I like the only thing I like about his Falcon and the Winter Soldier look is the arm. The design for the arm from Wakanda. Other than that, I'm not that interested. What up, Wubs? Appreciate you. What's up, King? What is 2.6 about? It is introducing a new elite villain sector, basically continuing the AIM storyline and hopefully taking it to the conclusion. It's bringing with it a new villain sector featuring Monica called No Rest for the Wicked, and it's moving the story forward because she's trying to revive MODOK. This storyline will also introduce Winter Soldier, and the patch is also, in addition to the new villain sector, coming with buffs for all heroes. They're buffing, specifically, they're going to be buffing heroic damage, they're going to be buffing intrinsic, and they're going to make it so that enemies stagger us less. Based on the screenshot, I mean, it looks like very similar to Beating the Odds. Definitely going to be we saw Exos, we saw Monica clones. So it basically looks like Beating the Odds without the Cosmic Cube. Monica, more like Momika, Slight Stardust, probably. Maybe Bob Duck and Weave too, because his Monica thumbnail looks kind of sus. I think he was going for something there. What's up, Maximum Venom? Think it's too late. Some of the games starting out coming in October. I mean, not really. Most games got delayed. October wise, the only noteworthy games are Call of Duty and Gotham Knights. And then November is God of War Ragnarok and Sonic Frontiers. And then December is Midnight Suns for current gen. So I just hopped on a vid drunk and blurted out he would let Monica spit in his mouth. That checks out. He has spent a lot of time with High Ruler. That tier 3 simp status is contagious. Yeah, as soon as I saw that thumbnail from Bob, I was like, I think I know what he's going for here. For a non-streamer, that's a big list. It's definitely a decent. Oh, there's a new Pokemon game coming too in November, I think. Yeah, hold on. Let me find it. Bro, come on. I'm taking a screenshot. Bob knew exactly what he was doing when he made this. Bob knew exactly what he was doing with this one. You're not slick, Bob. Duck and weave. Will 2.6 let us finish off Monica? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I wonder how long it took him to capture this screenshot. Monica definitely looks like she's being finished off in that image. Clickbait. I mean, definitely looks like some baiting. Some kind of baiting is going on. I don't know about clickbait. There's definitely some. Looks like Monica's definitely doing some baiting in that image. What is the best way to level up after 150? Play the raid, the normal raid. Play the Omega level threat, family reunion, and play the events, the biannual events. They happen every 2 weeks, and they reward you with superior gear. And the superior rewards are how you level up beyond 150. For a more detailed breakdown with video and some other farming tips, check out my video. Any idea what the new power cap will be? It's probably going to be 200. Is it? It's going to be the end of the AIM storyline. It should be. I think once you do cloning labs will be destroyed. Monica will be defeated. MODOK will be stopped for good, and that should be a nice transition from AIM to the next thing, which I think is Ultron. Callisto Protocol coming December too, bro. I'm surprised Callisto Protocol hasn't been delayed yet. I keep forgetting because I assumed that they were going to announce that Callisto Protocol is getting moved to 2023, just like God of War. But if that date holds, then yep, December will have Callisto Protocol and Midnight Suns, current gen. Subtypical yet? Typical yet? Yeah, it feels like so many games have been getting delayed. Callisto Protocol definitely doesn't seem stable. I'm mainly trolling God of War fans, but it wouldn't also not surprise me at all if they announced that God of War Ragnarok was getting delayed too. Need for Forspoken to be good. Last couple trailers were mid. I hope. I mean, the gameplay looks fun. It's always looked fun to me. The dialogue, story, not very impressed, but definitely something I want to play in 2023. There's so many games in 2023 I want to play, like outside of the big ones. like Forspoken is on that lower priority, but still up there, along with Project Eve, which is now called Stellar Blade. That game looks fire and very horny. I need to convince them to add in the Black Order, Children of Thanos. What's up, Capte? You're asking the wrong person. I mean, when AJ pops in here, I can ask him, but AJ doesn't make the decisions about which villains to add. I think that is a Brian decision. So I guess tell Brian that you want to fight Thanos. But I don't know if they need convincing to add it. I mean, they're going to do it or not. Nope, Bucky is coming in 2/7. What's up, Capte? They finally gave, as expected, because of 2/6 being on SteamDB, it is coming to the game earlier than we thought. 2/6 is going to be dropping this Tuesday. Unfortunately, the blog is only a few sentences long. This update is changing names. That should have already happened. I remember Bob said that when he logged into the game, it gave him that legal notice. But if everyone doesn't have it, it should be clear in 2/6. Because the deal is actually officially closed. Square Enix no longer owns this game. September 20th. Yep, New Warzone. Well, elite villain sector. They clarified it is an elite villain sector. And there will be buffs to the heroes. When it comes to skins, that's entirely up to Crystal Dynamics. Even when we have a situation like Miller, where we literally see the skins that are coming early, we have no way of knowing when they're actually coming out. They basically release one new skin a week now. And they give it to certain content creators early, a day early, and they only tell them about the skin coming that week before they're giving it to. So it's anyone's guess when any particular skin that we know about is coming. Just saw a comment on TikTok. Some kid commented, "Thank God he's atheist." Yeah, atheism is just funny to me. But I mean, it is TikTok. People on TikTok is not designed for you to think. TikTok is designed for you to consume stupidity. It's literally just there to rot your brain and prevent you from doing anything other than scrolling through videos. Do I think it will come with new gear? If you mean an entirely new gear set, no. OOT is coming with a new gear set. This will not be coming with a new gear set. If it is a villain sector, which it is elite villain sector, then gear wise, it's supposed to come with the classic set. The classic gear set is what is rewarded when you play elite villain sectors. Beating the odds rewarded tachyon gear, but that was before they did the 2.3 update and added some more structure and targeted farming to villain sectors and vaults and things like that. So I'm just going to assume that it's going to reward the same thing all the other elite villain sectors do. You enjoy the mission about the break something, bro? I mean, she doesn't have the Cosmic Cube anymore. So this mission should be easy. Even easier. All she's got apparently are clones and echoes and exos. I don't know if there's a safe way to increase storage on the PS5. If you're trying to increase storage, you're supposed to buy SSD. They make them for PlayStation 5. They are expensive though. No drop the cube, Monica. No, there's going to be, there should be new cutscenes though. External drive. Yeah, you can also get an external hard drive as well. And just store your stuff on there. Make sure you get the SSD with the heatsink, mandatory for PS5. I just delete the games that I'm not using and re-download them when I'm ready to use them. But I tell you, I just traumatized you. You have to stay off that app. You should definitely stay off TikTok. Just want to put her behind bars where she can rot. Have the Avengers actually arrested anyone at any point? I mean, they murder the robots pretty much, and the human, and also the human enemies. In Heart of the Monster, Hulk beats up Abomination, but lets him live. And then they just leave. I've never seen him actually arrest anyone. Yeah, Taskmaster they arrested. Yeah, I remember they arrested Taskmaster. But they didn't arrest Abomination. I mean, they don't have to. They can murder Monica's clones because they're just clones. Kamala basically murdered MODOK in the campaign. They arrested Abomination off screen, and then they just murder the clones. They cut this from Future Imperfect, but Hawkeye actually shoots Future Taskmaster in the head. That was supposed to be in Future Imperfect. There was a Taskmaster fight, and Hawkeye shoots Taskmaster in the head at the end of it. But they cut it, unfortunately. Just join. What's up? 2.6 is coming September 20th. Still waiting for more details. I was hoping for additional details in the blog, but they have not arrived yet. Bro, I have legit not seen the freaking pinpoint vibranium payload yet. ETA for nope. The only release date we got was for 2.6, which is September 20th. Let me try this. See if it drops from here. In the Pacific Northwest Economy mission, they arrest. In the future, they shoot him in the head. You have to outscore the RNG. I told AJ he should just hook me up with that button. That RNG button CD has. Been watching you for a minute. Just wanted to say love the content. Appreciate you, typical. Have the payload 200% damage. Yeah, perk breaker I don't care about because it sucks. But I literally just want that pinpoint vibranium payload. I've been farming it for the last couple of days, trying to get it for Spider-Man with better stats than what I originally have. And I keep getting faultless. Literally, they just keep giving me the faultless. I don't want the faultless. I want the freaking... I'm gonna have to settle for the faultless, but I really just want the freaking pinpoint. That's so hard. Yeah, nice that we're getting some actual content. That's very good. Actual content on Tuesday. The biggest thing I'm checking Tuesday is the updates to the characters. You know, we'll finish the Monica villain sector off real quick. But I'll be curious to look at all the changes to the heroes, what the buffs are. Now you wait for Deadpool to be added. You'll be waiting a while, my friend. I hope you have the patience of a sage. Come on. This is the reason why I do Here Comes the Pain is because it's so much faster than this, but that's probably why they probably know that. They probably did this on purpose. They probably intentionally messed with the RNG so that you'd be forced to farm longer missions. That must be it. Play this game, of course you have patience. True. I don't know, several years is a lot to ask. Several more years is a lot to ask for. What we need is Hydra and Ultron and the Thunderbolts. I'm not sure the Thunderbolts is necessarily something we need, but I mean Ultron is already coming. But in general, they definitely need more villains. This is going to be, I think this is going to be the first year for like 2020, only including 2022. No new villains will be added. All the villains coming in this year are old. Jane didn't come with any new villains. 2.3 came with another Taskmaster villain sector. No Rest for the Wicked is Monica. Cloning Labs is MODOK. Winter Soldier is coming with Cloning Labs. Nothing else. Not his own villains. I definitely hope that we get more villains for next year. Happy you found your content, because I think you covered. Appreciate you. Gives the Serpent Society, Wrecking Crew, Loki. Yeah, great. And they have a reason to bring Loki in too. Because Thor's iconic mission, I mean, literally has Loki in it. Loki's literally the villain of Thor's iconic mission. Legitimately, they could expand his iconic mission and have Loki come in as a villain sector. Been farming the same piece for a couple of heroes. No luck. I got one for Kate. Spider-Man. Nothing. I'm getting the same pieces over and over again. That's the crazy thing. It's literally the same pieces. I'm not even getting pinpoint with bad stats. I'm just not seeing pinpoint at all. I just want pinpoint with precision and valor. I'll take that. There's a thing you read where he wanted to bring out She-Hulk Ultron. It's probably an old news article, or I'm assuming that was just reacting to Miller. Miller is, of course, our favorite leaker around here. The only Marvel's Avengers leaker we trust, pretty much. And when he mentioned on his live stream a while ago that this was before Jane Foster was revealed, of course, that it looked like the way they were developing, that Ultron would be coming out either before She-Hulk, a little bit before her, or with her. Now that obviously we know what their solidified plans are for this year, you know, the No Rest for the Wicked leading into cloning labs and Winter Soldier, Ultron is expected to be next year, because if this is the end of being cloning labs, if Clone Labs is the end of AIM, it makes sense to transition to Ultron from there. So then it looks like Ultron would be the next main hero, next main villain, once AIM is out of the picture. But before we get to the Kree invasion. And so Peter Odin thinks She-Hulk is not coming out. He's a content creator that has some inside pull. He thinks she's not coming at all. I don't think Miller agrees necessarily, but he doesn't know what their plan is for her either. But we do know Ultron is definitely coming. But we don't know how She-Hulk is going to fit into all that. In She-Hulk today, there was a line of Jen saying, "Walking around at night with earbuds safely," and her friend said, "Any woman's dream." Just like, bro, we be scared, bro. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, that's literally everyone. No one should walk. No one should walk with their headphones in at night, unless you're in like the safest neighborhood on Earth. Like that's very sketchy. Both men and women would be afraid of that for different reasons, but similar. They're afraid of getting attacked. Women would be afraid of getting assaulted. Men would be afraid of getting robbed or murdered or both. Like if I'm walking at night and I've got my earbuds in, which by the way I see a bunch of people do, men and women. I'm making sure that the volume is not too high and my head is on a swivel. I'm very much aware of my surroundings. Yeah, being strapped also helps. That definitely helps with the confidence. Yeah, in general, you should, no matter who you are, you should be aware of your surroundings at night. That's not exclusive to anybody. That's something literally everyone should be taught. That's common sense. Don't be distracted at night when there are people around. It's sketchy. Especially if you're in a city. Exactly. Even if you're strapped, they can be strapped too. If you're not paying attention, it doesn't matter if you're strapped. They got the drop on you. Always be aware of your surroundings. Doesn't matter if you're strapped. Does not read. I mean, if you're strapped and you know what you're doing, then yeah, you can definitely save your life, or at least your belongings. Like if you're aware of your surroundings and you're strapped and someone tries to run up on you, all you gotta do is flash it or pull, and problem solved. Criminals intentionally pick people who they think are going to be easy targets. Criminals don't want, for the most part, don't want any trouble. They just want to, if you're just there to rob someone, they want the least amount of trouble possible. Any criminal always looks for soft targets. No matter what. They want they want as little resistance as possible. So stay woke. So you get your last 4 characters 175. Then the sun will set on a grateful universe. Perfect balance as all things should be. Shield Tay. The hardest working man in Avengers. He had a naked dude walking around the apartment complex, busting car windshields 2 nights ago. Holy. It feels like people are going crazy. Crime is up in a lot of different parts of the country. When the new DLC come out for Winter Soldier? Soon. As in sometime in 2022. Been carrying for a long time. You've always said if you have to pull it, I'm going to use it. There you go. No life is worth more than jewelry. Wait, what? No jewelry is worth more than your life. I think you're trying to say, yeah. No jewelry is worth more than your life. That is that. Yeah, if you're unarmed and someone has a weapon on you, it's better to just give up your belongings. Don't be like that self-defense idiot that be making those ridiculous videos. don't try to do some ninja stuff. Yeah, just give up your just give up your stuff. Yo, don't be a hero. But if you're strapped and you can do something about it, then that's another matter. Ideally, though, you're aware of your surroundings. You're walking around in an area where you're not going to, get run up on. But if they're trying to break into your home, then all bets are off. What's up, Mario? Who is next for this year? Winter Soldier. You live in LA, you would never leave a strap. Oh man, LA is crazy. That I cannot imagine living in LA. You could literally not pay me to live in LA right now. You could pay me or anywhere in Cali for that matter. If you gave me $1 billion to live in LA, I would buy a house in LA and then immediately live somewhere else. What's up, Mike? 2.6 comes out September 20th. You're jealous? Yeah, I'm definitely jealous of the crime, the overwhelming amount of crime, the lack of consequences for all that crime, the massive homelessness problem, the ridiculously high cost of living, the absurd taxes, the overregulation, which makes starting your own business almost impossible. Yeah, I'm super jealous. I wish I could live there. Oh, darn. I'm missing out, man. Any new sweet bikini suits? The new skin was revealed yesterday, and it is classic Hawkeye. So far, they have only done 3 summer skins. Appreciate you, Anthony. Got caught lacking in LA. Tough. Parent-in-law has just moved in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I love Hershey, Pennsylvania. Mainly because it smells like chocolate. It's kind of a rural area. It's kind of a rural area. You get a house with some land, some privacy, but it smells like chocolate. Elite Borat come to the game in 2023. That Borat expansion. Let's go. Finally got a pinpoint with Hawkeye, but might Valor resolve? Oh, it's better. I would gladly take that with Spider-Man. I can't get pinpoint at all. And I have 15 minutes to do it. This literally happened last time Corrupted Vibranium was here. I went down to the wire with Spider-Man and didn't get the piece. What's wrong with California? You're in LA? What isn't wrong with California is the question. I think I did a pretty thorough list of LA and California in general. Why it's not on my top places to live list. The crime, the homelessness, the taxes, the cost of living. The fact that you're probably going to have an earthquake at some point that sinks the whole thing into the ocean. You see the Illinois stuff going down? I mean, there's always stuff going down in Illinois. Chicago is one of the murder capitals of the world. Do you think they're going to have a shipment for Spider-Man? They confirmed before Spider-Man came out that he would not be in any shipments. There would be nothing shipment related for Spider-Man. Devi is here in Chirac. if you're a Spider-Man player in this game, the only cosmetics are coming from the marketplace, if there's any. I mean, Jane's kit is mostly identical to Thor's, but I do enjoy her ultimate more. as well as her ranged abilities. And of course, they made her intrinsic better. But they're supposed to be fixing the intrinsics. What can we expect from 2.6? New Monica, new elite villain sector featuring Monica, no rest for the wicked. Say story, it continues the AIM storyline, leads to Winter Soldier and cloning labs. And there's going to be buffs for the heroes coming. And they're going to be making adjustments to the enemy's ability to stagger you. If it's an elite villain sector, assuming that it works just like every other elite villain sector, then that's pretty much what you should expect. The current elite villain sectors are power level 160. In order to play, they only reward a specific set of gear, the classic power set, I believe. And the exotics they reward are not superior. So just like any of the other villain sectors, you do not get superior gear. It drops at 140. Even though the villain sector itself is 160. Hold on a second. My printer just turned on by itself. All right, I'm back. Literally, my printer just started printing by itself. I turned it off a couple days ago, and then I heard a noise behind me, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Then I recognized the sounds of the printer, so I had to go over there and check. It was just printing out some pages. It had turned itself back on, and it was printing some pages. So I had to unplug it, just to be on the safe side. Printer just excited for 2.6. It didn't seem very excited. It kept printing the words "get out" over and over again. It's weird. Says something about Amazon. BlackRock. I saw the BlackRock label. It's weird. It was a page. The pages said it was like Wi-Fi Direct. It was printing pages related to the company. I'm like, what is going on? I literally turned it off. Better Call 17. Facts. I do have a friend that does that sort of thing. I was like, what the hell? The thing is, because it's technology, I don't know if it's a ghost or the government. It could be. It might not be. It might not even be supernatural. It might literally just be Jeff Bezos or the NSA trolling. By the IT guy named Henry Cavill. Tony Stark voice, who you gonna call? What if there's some kind of license issue with Nintendo right now for the Ultimate Alliance? If it's related to Marvel, then it's definitely a license thing. What do I think about Winter Soldier coming to the game? I am glad he is coming to the game. It's Crystal Dynamics. They hacked into my printer. It is wireless enabled. I'm guessing Nintendo was just not interested, or they didn't want to get the Marvel license. Winter Soldier is coming in 2.7. 2.6 is coming next week. 2.7 is coming later this year. Has a gameplay reveal. I can't imagine getting excited about a Call of Duty gameplay reveal. To me, that's like getting excited about a new trailer for an NBA 2K game. It's the same game every year. It's fun, I'm sure, but you're not getting a drastically different game. You know what to expect. You're getting a Call of Duty game. Just like Madden, just like Overwatch, you're getting a updated version of the same game you were just playing. It's different, bro. Bro, the maps are different, bro. I think 2.7 is next month. I still don't think 2.7 is next month, but I would not be surprised if we found out when 2.7 is coming next month. Oh my god, another Faultless. Who's the hero I want in this game? Doctor Strange. I definitely don't like shooters. I only started playing Destiny a little bit this year. It was fun, but I was not interested enough to invest heavy amounts of time and money into it. I usually get third-person action adventure games. I like open world. I mainly like third-person games. I prefer open world games. Story-driven games. I have gotten more into multiplayer looters lately. I do enjoy, in general, multiplayer games. But yeah, first-person shooters, not really my thing. Bruno. Up late watching She-Hulk. Imagine a new Ultimate Alliance with all the characters, but the gameplay and combat like this. I don't know. Now, if we did get a new Ultimate Alliance, I don't know if it would be like this. I imagine it would be like MMO. That's how I would imagine a new Ultimate Alliance, especially if it was from Nintendo. It'd just be like a top-down MMO. So I don't think the combat would be like this game. But it could be very fun. Don't know if the current event is continued. As soon as reset hits, Red Room Takeover is going to be hitting. I mean, really no reason why they need to interrupt the event anyway. 2.6 is not coming with a new character, really, and in the past they've just continued the events. So Red Room Takeover will, the only thing coming with 2.6 is a new villain sector and some updates to the existing heroes. So Red Room Takeover will continue uninterrupted. If I'm going to play another system, it will definitely not be a Switch. If anything, it may be something on PC. If Xbox ever gets Fable, I'll run some Xbox. But yeah, I'm usually sticking with PlayStation. I literally have 1 minute. Yeah, I literally have 1 minute to try to get this piece. Check Brian's tweet. Am I excited for everybody game? Yep. We covered Hogwarts Legacy earlier. It's definitely in my top 5 games for 2023. We were very excited during that gameplay showcase for Hogwarts Legacy. Looking forward to finally getting to play it. Nope. Did not get it. Tough. That's tough. It's 1 o'clock now. I haven't logged out yet. I wonder if they're going to let me keep it. If they're going to let me keep it. Corrupted Vibrator, yep. I haven't logged out yet. I still got it. I still got the Corrupted Vibranium. Bucky is coming later this year. If it's not here in December, it's probably not coming. But expect Bucky before December. Winter Soldier is coming with Cloning Labs. They about to turn the printer on. Check that. All right. This better be good. Mr. Clean Kids keeps telling me to check Twitter. Brian's tweet. For this first time working on Play Avengers, I got to work with Laura Bailey. Isn't she the Black Widow VO? Yeah, she voices Black Widow. Relax. Relax, Mr. Clean Kids. Brian has been doing voice work all week. If you missed my previous coverage, we talked about it on stream. Brian has been promoting his voice act, the they've been doing voice work. He's been sitting in on voice acting sessions. This week they brought in some of the voice actors to do some additional work for the game. Previously he tweeted about how the voice actor for Captain America had came in for a session, and now they have the voice actor for Black Widow coming in for a session. So they're probably they're either recording stuff for next year or they're recording stuff for the Winter Soldier. Because remember, whoever is voicing Bucky, that's already done. But there's still, probably cutscenes. There's elevator banter. There's there's audio files. There's the banter from the outpost. If you talk to people in the outpost, you'll have different interactions. Appreciate the sub, Grind. Welcome, Durag gang. So he's only mentioned 2 of the voice actors by name. So we know definitely the voice actor for Captain America and the voice actress for Natasha came through. We don't know who else they had doing voice work, but I'm assuming that is for the Winter Soldier DLC. What's up, Damien? I don't think any of the voice acting in this game is bad. I think it's all good. I think they have good voice talent. Everyone did a good job, I think. My issue is with the writing. Some of the writing is not the best in terms of dialogue, but the performances I think were fine. People sleep on underrated characters like Buck because he ain't got no power. So Epic Games, you missed the release date reveal for 2.6. It's coming this Tuesday, September 20th. We get the timeline for Black Widow, her relationship with Bruce and Bucky. Which came first? I'm not sure. You're talking about in this game or in the MCU or in the comics? What's up, Shrug Life? Definitely ready for some content for sure. I hope it's a little challenging. Or at least it has some good rewards. New character? Nope. 2.6 is coming with the new Elite Villain Sector, No Rest for the Wicked, as well as buffs are going to be coming for each character. They're going to be buffing heroic damage. They're going to be looking at improving the intrinsic for different characters. And they're going to be addressing your enemies staggering you too much. They're going to be apparently having a fix for that. More details should be coming. Definitely in the patch notes, but I was hoping for more details today. Haven't gotten them yet. In the comics, I'm not sure. If it's an Elite Villain Sector, then already it should be more challenging than the Monica beating the odds was when it first came out. Because when the Monica Villain Sector came out the first day, well, first it was unplayable the first day for PlayStation players because they accidentally shipped a version of the game that showed your IP address. So streamers could not cover that. If you were on PlayStation. But it was also power level 140. So it was just, breezing through it. This one, if it's an Elite Villain Sector, You should have to be 160. I think you're gonna have to be 160 to play it, but we'll see. What's up, Original? Appreciate you. Chillin' Abby, how you doing? He's OP even with a regular arm. Chief 6 is coming Tuesday, September 20th. Holy. It is going down. After 2.6 is out, start looking out for the next development blog. The development blog after 2.6 should have information about Bucky in 2.7. Damn it, they finally took it away. They finally took it away. At least I got a few extra. I got a few extra runs before they took the corrupted vibranium away. Did not get the roll. It's tough. It's really interesting in seeing, are they going to tease more of Roy? So I would imagine we get a Bucky tease. They already basically did the ultimate tease for Roy. Maybe we'll get one at the end of Cloning Labs. But I think for No Rest for the Wicked, we'll get a tease for Bucky, since the story is supposed to introduce him. We already got a tease. We already got a huge tease for Roy at the end of Beating the Odds. So I'm expecting one. It'll be for Cloning Labs. There you see classic Hawkeye. Another skin that Miller guessed. There we go. Reset time is, as you see right now. We got the Hawkeye in the marketplace. Got the free item. Red Room Takeover has taken over the start screen. Does Red Room Takeover request give out exotics? Whenever you want to check and see what the events give out for rewards, hit your gear menu. Then you're going to go to the objectives tab. Then you're going to check your objectives and check for the events. As you see here, Red Room Takeover. So you see the rewards for Red Room Takeover. You have these assignments. Each assignment rewards legendary, as you see the logo, legendary technical power set. If you're power level 80, so you must be power level 80, and you will get gear from the technical power set. Now for the big mission chain, as you see, if you complete all of the things, you have to do 5 Red Room assignments. Defeat enemies of any kind, knock enemies into techno lava, collect enemy fragments. If you do all that, then your whole roster, all heroes power level 120 plus, you get superior reward. Superior reward are the exotics that will increase your power level beyond the current cap. So anything 140 plus, that is what you get from, that is what it is, a superior reward is. And you get 1 piece for any character on your roster that is above power level 120. That is the only way to get superior rewards during the Red Room Takeover. Red Room Takeover, unfortunately, is not designed to give you a big power level increase. It is basically designed to give you access to the technical power set. They've made it so that they've not designed this event to give you a big power level increase. It's just so you can get this exotic set, this set of gear. We need Sam Wilson. Yeah, Red Room, I'm definitely going to pass on. I don't really need any of the gear from the Red Room takeover. And most of my characters are 175 anyway. All but 2 of them. Well, we tried. We tried to farm for that minor artifact. We could not get it. Overall, the 3 events were really useful. I got a lot of good stuff with Sam the Echo character. I mean, not really. I mean, if they're making Falcon, then no. I would imagine his flight animations in terms of his dodging and rolling will have some similarities to Iron Man. And I'm assuming he'd have the drone like Spider-Man, though it would just, you know, fire different weapons from the drone. But otherwise, he'd be a original character. How much longer do you think the game's going to last? We'll see. If the game makes it out of September, then we're going to be stuck with it for a while. We're still waiting for an official announcement from the Embracer Group clarifying how the Marvel deal is going to work now that Crystal Dynamics is not a part of Square Enix. What time do you think? So for the way this game is designed, ideally we get a new hero every 2 months. But that's assuming a decent size, you know, staff of people working on the game. And this game unfortunately does not currently still have that many people working on it. But I think 2 months is fine. Ideally. That would be the ideal to me. New hero every 2 months. And that's me assuming that's because I would prefer the heroes just be separate. I still want them to add content. I still want them to periodically add new missions. But individual heroes, I think, should come out pretty frequently. There's just an infrastructure that the game lacks. The only thing decent about these updates is Bucky Barnes. I mean, we don't even know. We can't even say that because 2.6, 2.7 we haven't seen the revamped cloning labs. We don't know what else is coming with the update. We're still expecting the traversal update to come at some point, so it's definitely too early to say whether or not 2.7 is what's going to be good about 2.7. I mean, for all we know, cloning labs will be really good, and the update will come with other things like the traversal update, join in progress. So it's definitely better to just wait before making any actual judgments on 2.7. 2.6 is coming this Tuesday, so we can, evaluate that more because we have more information on that. It's safe to assume that No Rest for the Wicked is not going to be, this groundbreaking mission. 3 months sounds fair. Do so much. Yeah, I say ideally 2 months, but I think 3 months is a. So Brian said they're trying to get heroes out. They're trying to make it so that they can get heroes out every 4 to 6 months, or at least design heroes put out a hero complete a hero every 4 to 6 months. That's just a hero. So I think 3 months would be a better ideal, because obviously Jane ended up on the 6 month end of that scale. A new hero every 4 months would be 3 heroes a year, 3 heroes every 12 months. So every 3 months would be definitely better. But 2 months would be ideal. But again, all this is assuming they have a large roster of employees, which they do not. Blah blah blah. The troll account. You're giving Cloning Labs the thing you haven't played yet. 6 out of 7. Okay. We will see when it actually comes out. See if Brian tweeted anything new. About the game. Just talking about the voice actors they've been working with. Retweeting some Hawkeye photo mode. Chicago Bears. Cloning Lab 2.6. All right. So nothing new from Brian. The new Prime drop. This is really it for the blog so far. We need to get Bob in here to tell us if more is supposed to be coming. Laura Bailey voices Black Widow in this game. I want to know if this is what we can expect from. Are we supposed to get a free skin? This week's free marketplace item is a 2-hour Heroes Catalyst. If you're talking about the free MCU skins they gave out, you already have that if you've logged into the game. It is Iron Man 2, Thor's first movie skin, and Captain America from the first Avengers movie. Those skins should already be in your inventory. Laura Bailey as Widow and Scarlet Witch. Possibly. No, she's just Black Widow. She just voiced Black Widow in the game. That's it. The current event going on is Red Room Takeover. Which is my least favorite event. I do not like this event at all. At all. The Red Room event gives out gear from the technical power set. Name is Laura Bailey. Go give her a follow on the old Twitter. She did some voice work in Legend of Vox Machina. That was a good show on Prime. Definitely check that out. When will they bring back classic Thor's skin? I have no idea. Need some of that gear as you try farming. Yeah, this event is mainly for newer players who maybe haven't gotten anything from farming or didn't know about where to get these sets from. I mean, some of the gear in the sets is good, but yeah, if you already have it, this event really doesn't really give you anything. I mean, it doesn't really give you much of a power level boost. It's mainly good for, I guess, it gives you decent XP. But I mean, even then, 5,000 XP just doing the mission chain, like, that's nothing. You can just farm that. Usually just use the normal farming XP methods. Where are you getting a G-string Hawk? Probably never. Techno set right now, you can farm it you can get the whole set from the Red Room right now. But normally the technical set comes from I believe the Vault missions. Yeah, Vault missions and Last Avenger Standing. Do you have a how to level up the video to 175? Yes, I do. Exclamation mark level up. Definitely go check that out. Oh, J Shock Blast is on right now. Hello, J Shock Blast. He obviously can't hear me. But how do you feel about the state of play? So people were definitely Not particularly excited until God of War showed up, but I thought it was fine. There were some interesting games there. I honestly, I would have been crying laughing if they had literally just shown the controller for God of War Ragnarok and just dipped. That would have actually been funny. Like, we got through the whole showcase. It was clear that, all right, we're not going to see Insomniac. We're not, the Hogwarts Legacy was a surprise. We're getting a PlayStation exclusive quest for Hogwarts Legacy. That was a surprise. But if they had literally just ended the show with like God of War Ragnarok exclusive new controller for the PlayStation DualSense, I would have been crying laughing, bro. That would have been such a great troll. The fact that they led with that was so funny. I was like, ain't no way they're about to close the show with an ad for a new controller for DualSense that's promoting God of War Ragnarok and not have a new actual God of War Ragnarok trailer. Bro, that would have been so funny. And I know people was ready to, I know some people definitely tweeted out because they led with that. I know some people got mad and tweeted out, ain't no way they did this. That was actually funny. But but the games look good. I'm actually definitely looking forward to Project Eve, which has a new name, Stellar Sword. That one looks fire for sure. H-Town committed a party foul in the chat. He had to get a slap on her. He had to get a little slap on the wrist. Also, I just posted a new video in the members only section. I'll put it public later. If you're a member, you can watch it right now. To join, !join, become a member. You get access to exclusive videos. You get these fire badges, emotes. You get access to the best Discord in the community. It's a lot of fun. Is 2.6 also Cloning Labs? Nope. 2.6 is headlined by the new Elite Villain Sector, No Rest for the Wicked. Cloning Labs is 2.7. Bro got control. Yeah, he forgot where he was. This ain't a Call of Duty lobby. Who's the voice actor for Bucky? He has not been officially revealed, but we have our suspicions of who it might be. But he has not been officially revealed. I think Aqua actually, no, it's not Sebastian Stan. Aqua actually named him in the Discord just out of nowhere. And I think Aqua was I assumed Aqua was guessing, but when I talked to Miller, when I brought up the name to Miller, I thought Miller was going to be like dismissive, but Miller was like, well, actually. I was like, oh really? that guy might be the voice actor? Huh. Apparently it's something Miller is investigating and suspecting. But we'll see when they actually reveal him. Or maybe I'll make a video. Roger Craig Smith. Yeah, that's who he thought was the voice actor. Go by Miller. Miller has not been able to, as far as I know, not been able to confirm it. But Roger is definitely a name that has been thrown around. Roger sounds like a pretty good bet. Who do I think is voicing? Actually, I have a confession to make. I am, in fact, the voice actor of Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. I know I'm not supposed to tell you yet, but I'm doing an exclusive right now. I am the voice actor for Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier in Marvel's Avengers. So not the soldier. I am the Winter Soldier. It's true. Yep, 2/6 is coming out on the 20th. As long as we're making confessions, you're voicing Carol Danvers. Winter Soldier is 2/7. Winter Soldier with Durag. I pushed to get them to have Bucky with a Durag, but they said no. I could give you a preview of some of Bucky's dialogue. Monica, drop the cube. It's nice to see you, Steve. Hello, Natasha. I missed you. Just a little tease of what you can expect from the Winter Soldier dialogue coming in patch 2.7 later this year. Your voice acting Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, and you're actually going to get in trouble? Well, I think Marvel might sue you because Doctor Strange sounds very similar to Doctor Strange, but we'll see how the likeness is. Nice bikini. He does compliment her on the bikini, can't confirm. You get unique dialogue when she's wearing the bikini. Monica needs a bikini skin. I literally do not understand the appeal of Monica. I do not understand all the sipping for Monica that goes on. It's actually crazy to me. I don't get it. Every time I see somebody hype up Monica, all I hear is, I can fix her. I can fix her. Doctor Strange is code for Doctor Strange. Oh, it's code? Not a very good code, if I'm being honest. I think someone can figure that one out. That's she to voice Sam Wilson. Oh, really? That's interesting. Actually, before they delayed him indefinitely, they did bring me in a little bit to voice War Machine. I did a couple voice lines for War Machine while they were still working on them. Can't confirm. Boom, you looking for this? Is in there. Any skins for the coffee lady? Let's see, we got a Black Panther nameplate. nothing interesting skin wise. Can you tell us about the Winter Soldier DLC? Absolutely. The Winter Soldier DLC will come with Winter Soldier and Cloning Labs. Tony Stank. Heard he did the VO for Kamala. No, I'm definitely not taking credit for that one. The VO for Kamala is a beautiful soul. Shout out to Sandra Side. One of the best VOs in the business. And a lovely lady. We have an emote to do 1 finger push-ups. Can confirm. He will have a emote where he's doing 1 finger push-ups and he's going to be eating a hot dog. Boom, you looking for this? So we're in an interesting spot, chat. We got a couple of days until there's actual content. The current event is dog water, for me at least. And all of my characters are 175, except for 2. Winter Soldier is not revealed yet officially. The release date will come later in the year. Winter Soldier with Lizzie. So does anybody need an Omega level threat? Some kind of carry? Let me know. If I am on PlayStation. If you need some kind of carry, let me know. I got you. Drop your PSN in the chat. Carries are now open. Let me know what you need a carry for or something. Because I need nothing right now. Play on PC, can't help you, unfortunately. But Bob Duck and Weave, he plays on PC. Winter Soldier with the AR light him up like a Christmas tree. I cannot wait to play with that AR. Cherry Boy, what do you need? We need OLT. What do you need? I can't believe I didn't get that minor artifact for Spider-Man. I'm very upset. I'm very upset I did not get that drop. US 75 on our heroes. Hey, saying we're up there. It's the struggle, man. We gotta wait till Tuesday for actual content. Just playing for fun. All right, Johnny. All right, we'll beat up some Batmans. Appreciate that, Sakan. Where's the villains? Where's the elite today? Oh, I know. Drop the cube, Monica. The sequel to this is coming this Tuesday. Who's my favorite hero in this game? I like heroes for different reasons. I love Hawkeye and Thor and Jane because they're so powerful. Same with Iron Man. I like Black Widow because she's powerful and thick. I like Kate because she's thick. Spider-Man's a lot of fun. He also happens to be thick. There's a lot of thick characters in this game, actually. I feel like Hawk is too thick. They need to make him. They need to slim him down a little bit. Too much thickness. I was actually watching gameplay of the old Incredible Hulk game for like Xbox 360, based on the Ed Norton movie. It was so funny to watch. Like, they tried to make him look just like the movie. He's ripped. He can actually jump really far. Relatively far. Like, he could jump from one skyscraper to another. Imagine being Hulk in a video game where you can climb skyscrapers and jump across them.
What's good, yo?
You're Xanthon. There you go. P120. Oh, we gotta cancel this mission. Let's get his cap leveled up. We gotta vote to cancel the mission. You need some help, but won't be home till later. You're off tomorrow, we'll be playing. Alrighty. Much of you hate people hacking, it is nice to hop in an elite raid and clear it in under 10 minutes. It's so convenient. I would never get mad at it. Like, it can definitely be, I understand if it's annoying if you're trying to test the build or something. Am I trying to take your Kate? You didn't ask. All right, this is going to be easier to just, do this again. All right, try this again. Got 5 characters at 175. Yeah, we're beating the odds. You haven't beaten the odds? Play right now. You're available right now, or are you not free until later? All right, we'll do it later. That'll literally take like 5 minutes. Like, that's not a big deal. I gotta resend these invites. B-Now is probably your favorite. The best missions are like in the campaign to me. And it sucks you can't replay them. Like sometimes, like if you just want to play a specific mission, like the assault on the helicarrier or MODOK, you got to play the whole campaign all over again. Like when they said they were adding campaign replay, I thought they were going to add mission select. Cause it's like, yeah, no wonder people aren't in a hurry to replay any of the content. Like, who wants to sit through a 6-hour mission again? A 6-hour, 7-hour campaign again? Since it's Hawkeye Day, I'll rock out with Hawkeye. Let's help our boy level up a little bit. Let's see, he's 120. Yeah, this is around what he can do. Rock out with your Hawk out, yes sir. Let's help Emerald Rom get his Captain America's power level up. He's at 122. Let's hit. He should be able to get his power level up a little bit just by playing some missions with us. Definitely should do the Red Room takeover as well. Open some chests at vaults. Open some chests. Buy some gear from the vendor. Don't kill anything before he has a chance. I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, there's a lot of enemies. Actually, I probably shouldn't have played. Actually, I probably shouldn't have picked. All right, you know what? I guess I'm gonna have to do melee Hawkeye then. Vendor works is just not quite. It's not what it used to be. I mean, sometimes it does drop like really high level pieces, but it's not consistently the same as it was. Like anyone being able to get the 150 in like 10 to 20 minutes, but it still is a valuable method. If you do the offline, it's still a viable method. Yeah, if I definitely can't use bag of tricks. If I use bag of tricks, then yeah, we're clearing the whole map.
Anyone else getting deja vu, or is it just me? Get it? No need to laugh. I know you did one of those hard-nosed exhales.
Actually, should I just use bag of tricks? Like, don't use any heroics. I think I used to do that with Hawkeye. But when I first started the channel, I would just play entire missions with Hawkeye. I would do the Mega Hive. I wouldn't use any heroics. I didn't use any heroics with Hawkeye. I only used bag of tricks. So no heroics. Don't run, just jog the whole mission. All right. This is what that guy said is the way you're supposed to be doing the traversal. No heroics. I won't use any heroics. I will not use a single heroic. No bag of tricks, just razor arrow. All right. All right, no bag of tricks, no heroics, just razor arrow and melee. All right. I can rock out with that.
Why don't you come out of hiding and teach your men a few things?
Careful what you wish for.
So it sounds like they're making good time.
You mean when you
2.6 came out early, and Brian already confirmed
I'm not buying that, Masters.
that they are testing cloning labs, and they're about to test Winter Soldier inside the cloning labs. So it looks like they're going pretty fast. So no heroics, no bag of tricks, razor arrow only, light attacks, no heavy attacks. Got it.
Shield would be so proud.
They are, thanks. This one's out for the count.
Only light attacks, so I can use this combo.
Say Shield betrayed you instead of the other way around. Why bring the
All right.
Avengers here?
My team was made of Shield's best operatives before they ordered our removal. It only seems fitting to return the favor.
I think you're the one being lied to.
You have your orders.
I still think it'll come out in November,
Can't we work this out?
but I think we'll have information in October.
Get back up now.
Got him in one. Shoot it through your thick skull, Masters. This isn't how you get payback.
Just light attacks.
What about Maestro?
The Hawkeye approved this nice gameplay.
Maestro is the one who told me
Yep. No heroics,
links and missing pieces.
just razor arrow and light sword attacks. No bag of tricks, no heroics, just a razor.
So
We throw in the Nornstone for Big Maestro.
And Maestro filled in the gaps by blaming Morales for the whole thing. Now he wants to rip Shield apart. We got
Why do you hate the combat champion upgrades when doing the builds? I don't hate them. They're just, as I explained in my build videos, they don't do anything. It's not that I hate them, it's that they literally just don't work. Like the combat boosts, they don't do anything. Only ones that do anything are critical damage boosts, critical chance, perk charge rate, perk chance boosts, and fortification. It's literally just a matter of how they were designed. It's pretty much been known and tested since the champion system was introduced that the other trees just don't work. They don't do anything.
He told me you would try to talk me down, try to convince me that my memories weren't real.
It doesn't have
Shut
to
up,
be
Taskmaster.
Maestro lied to you. Shield never betrayed you or your team. Guess we're gonna have to do
Night.
You were lied to, but you're not a lost cause. We can help you start over.
We don't know if She-Hulk is coming at all, actually. The only character we know after Winter Soldier is we know at some point there's going to be Captain Marvel, and she'll be coming with the Kree invasion. That's all we really know. We know eventually they're leading up to the Kree invasion.
I wasn't expecting Taskmaster's amnesia to get that complicated. And I kind of feel bad. Not for kicking his ass. He totally deserved that. But he got played like a fiddle. Can't help but feel for the guy. I don't think we'll ever get through to him. But who knows?
My show didn't stand a chance.
Masters.
All right, Emerald is up to 127 power level. Oh, here we go. You can do beating the odds. Drop the cube, Monica. We're about to do beating the odds 2.0 on Tuesday.
We've been scanning for cosmic radiation ever since we returned from the future.
And you believe this is where Monica's working on her prototype?
Yes.
It'll be hard for you to play Hawkeye like that because it comes automatically. He's back. What's up, Andrew? Better late than never. We got a nice, pleasant surprise. Patch 2.6 is coming this Tuesday, September 20th.
So we get that weapon away from her in the present, use it in the future.
Skip. We assumed it would be coming early because it was added to SteamDB, but it was confirmed, September 20th. Honestly, I have no idea what the plan for She-Hulk is at all. It would be weird. It would be weird if they just canceled her altogether. Because, you know, the work was done on She-Hulk. We know that for a fact. Usually, weird that there's still air cut people that exist. I understand going into random streams and spamming Snyder Cut, even though the Snyder Cut was already out and that's passed, but the air cut is what the air cut of Suicide Squad. Weird that people still care about that. Got all your characters 175. You can finally rest. Nice. Release the Nutcracker. I'm not going to put all my characters to 175 so I can keep farming the Tachyon Surge from the events. But, so I want to keep, I'll probably keep those two characters where they are, Cap and Black Panther. Because I still need, because when Bucky comes out, he's going to need the Tachyon Surge as well.
Project Omega's getting shut down.
Because you know you're going to have that ranged Bucky. But I'd like to do a hybrid, if possible, melee range hybrid. Hawkeye, run, Hawkeye, run! You would have gotten higher levels, but now you got your account banned. Why'd your account banned?
Hey, buddy, you got another one of those fancy explanations?
Of course, you were witnessing a form of electromagnetic radiation. The energy fluctuations are very alarming.
We're definitely in the right place.
So much for inconspicuous. Yeah, modesty isn't exactly part of AIM's vocabulary.
Oh, sorry. Well, I hope you get it back.
Embarrassment while we're at it, shall we?
I mean, I feel like even specific builds like mine, like this Hawkeye build is Valor and range, but I can still do stuff in against most enemies doing melee as well. Because that's why Valor is so important. It's for your critical damage. Having that high critical damage is still very important, regardless of what your style of play is going to be. So I'm always making sure I put Valor up. Night.
Let's get inside that.
Rebel event is bad, correct. Used to be able to stack the Rebel event like the Tachyon event, but then they nerfed it. They don't want you to be leveling up too fast.
Plenty of cardio. Good for the apocalypse. You know.
What's up, Dwayne? How you doing, my friend?
Always a thorn in my side. Monica.
You're on the wrong side of history.
We've seen the future, Monica.
Red Room, every time the Red Room comes around, I'm just like, ugh.
It ruined it.
Project Omega's potential is beyond anything you could imagine. If it has flaws,
2.6 is coming with
The sound of that.
the new villain sector. No Rest for the Wicked. Monica is trying to bring back MODOK, and you're trying to stop her. Obviously, you fail because that leads to Cloning Labs and Winter Soldier. How's my day going? Not bad so far. I'm definitely hungry though, and I've got some calls to make after this. But got some good glad we got some good Avengers news at least. Looking forward to playing the content. Hope it's not broken. Aim again. I mean, we literally knew that was coming. They advertised this in August. They're wrapping up the AIM storyline. So I don't think anyone should be surprised. We're getting exactly what they say we're getting. But this should be the end of the AIM storyline. Monica is making her last stand with No Rest for the Wicked. We'll be fighting MODOK, the clone, to defeat him once and for all. And then we'll finally be able to move on from AIM next year. Looking forward to it. Get some tacos. I have pizza downstairs. I just must go claim it when this is over.
Security lockdown has been lifted. Well fought, Avengers.
Monica can bring back MODOK if she rocking that bikini. This will be my honest reaction if Monica was in a bikini. I literally don't get the appeal.
We're not alone. I'm detecting an additional energy surge in the room ahead.
She's evil and mid.
Is clear. Project Omega should be behind those doors. AIM has initiated a test run of the cosmic cube.
Let's get this thing started.
This event, yeah, I cannot blame you for not liking this event. Red Room, especially coming off of triple event, we had basically 3 of the best events at the same time. And now we're coming back for Red Room. Ugh. Am I happy? No one's really happy. Happy is a journey, not a destination.
I already told you he's fake, but you better die for your power.
My bank account is definitely not making me happy. I'll say that. I need some more joy in that area. Get off my platform. Monica is definitely not cake.
Stay sharp.
Look back if you think that sounds like a Cecilia Anderson question. Oh yeah.
What did you do? I didn't do anything, Mr. Martin. But the energy levels are rising by the minute. You must
I've been seeing this trend of bots that are just like spam, like responding to different YouTubers' comment sections, or just like giving them really weird but kind of generic compliments about their content. And it reminded me of those questions, because they're not selling anything. Like usually bots, when bots are spamming, they're trying to drive you somewhere, but they're not.
I was there. I saw it.
It's weird.
Gonna let it happen.
YouTube is a strange place.
cosmic energy contained within the cube would give the holder almost unlimited power.
You know what? Fine. Let's finish this.
Speaking of attacking surge, when it's locked on to get to slot 2, complete the total mission objective. Yeah, that it's called the meta mission chain. Yeah, the mission chain that rewards you for all of your, that gives you for all your heroes. Yeah, it's the same save coming process for everybody else. You set it up so that you only have to do like a handful of things on the objective to activate it. The trick is you have to do it with a character. The trick is you have to do it with a character that is slot locked. So if they're 175, you obviously can't do it. But yeah, if you have a slot lock character and you finish the big objective for the Tachyon event, everybody will get the slot too. But unfortunately, the Tachyon event is over. It's not coming back for another month. You wait till the Winter Soldier DLC comes out.
Drop the cube, Monica.
Camera guy struggling. That looks like a disco ball at the bottom. I just noticed that. You see, you peep that? The bottom of that portal. They literally look like a disco ball. Bucky Barnes won't be coming until 17th October, which is a Monday. That's not correct. If you're gonna give fake dates for content, at least understand the content schedule for Marvel's Avengers. They only release patches on Tuesdays or Thursdays. They always aim for Tuesday. So if you were going to give a fake date for a DLC, it should be on a Tuesday, not a Monday. If you want it to be believable. Just a FYI. Bucky comes with 2.7, not 2.6. He really says sources, my mom for the date. Facts. I trust that you have not looked at the date for anybody. That is the only thing I trust. Let's run some Kamala. I'll just heal everybody. Yeah, if you check your objectives tab, the 3 event promotion is over. The Red Room Takeover is now up. So after the Red Room Takeover, the next event is Cosmic Threat. And then it loops back around to the Tachyon Anomaly. So we got 2 weeks of Red Room. Then we got 2 weeks of Cosmic Threat. Then we got Tachyon Anomaly. If you got the guy roll for Thor, does everybody... no, that's not... No, the gear... When you get gear for your roster... When you have an objective that gives you gear for your roster, everyone gets different gear. You never get the same piece. Even you'll get gear in the same slot, you will not get the exact same piece. If you're doing a slot locking trick, your whole roster will get slot 2 gear piece. It will not be the same piece. It will just be the same slot. Winter Soldier, the Snow Soldier is coming in 2022.
And has been helping me every step of the way. So you're in good hands, metaphorical and literal.
I appreciate the compliment, Mr. Levine.
Oh, Gaff is fine. Once Director Fury names you something, it sticks. I'm sure he meant it as a compliment. Oh, ho, ho. Looks like AIM might have an eye toward what we're doing out here.
Just drop him already so we can get someone OP. Like, I mean, we're getting Captain Marvel anyway. It doesn't really make sense for them to drop something when it's not ready. So no, please don't. Crystal Dynamics, continue to drop things on some kind of schedule.
Yes, I was getting to that. Was just admiring
I'm excited to play Bucky, but I do not want 2.7 to come if it's literally not ready, filled with bugs, because we still need the traversal update too. I'm sure this is amusing, but chat B, just to be clear, Falcon is a troll. He's making up fake information. If you're gonna do a little trolling, that's one thing, but do not argue with people and try to insist that your fake information is real, or we're going to have to time you out. If you want to troll, say, oh, Bucky's coming 2025 or whatever, you know, whatever, sure, but yeah, don't spread obviously fake information. Don't try to convince people of your fake information. Did they give up on the roadmap? Yeah, they unfortunately, they still have not made an official announcement. So if you weren't following, you know, my content or some other person's content that covered it, you're probably still wondering what happened to the roadmap. They said on Reddit and they said on the Discord that the new strategy is, instead of doing long-term roadmaps, they're going to be doing shorter development blogs instead for content, for like 1 or 2 content updates, because essentially they weren't confident that they'd be able to deliver on, you know, stuff that's further out. So right now the strategy is just going to be these shorter development blogs. That's definitely something they should have announced on Twitter or for their blog. But yeah, they still have a bunch of people believing that if it wasn't for the content creators, a lot of people would still be thinking the roadmap is coming. There's still people who think the roadmap is coming.
These enemies must be defeated.
I still occasionally see a comment. They'd be like, where's the roadmap? You guys said early 2022. Yeah, it's not coming.
Look, this is the extent of my expertise. I didn't work in bioengineering. I could explain the science of it, but this is practical application, not theory.
I believe the Avengers are very familiar with Abomination and his...
Yeah, I think November is the most likely, the safest thing. I mean, we're talking about Crystal Dynamics here. They don't have a large team, so it's always better to be conservative when it comes to these release dates. But I feel like they're so far they seem to be making good time, but not drastically so. Like 2.6 is coming September 20th. You know, I thought it was going to be the last week of the month, and instead it's the second to last week of the month. Patrol mode, I don't think we're going to officially hear about patrol mode until next year.
The abomination zone is defeated. Well done, Avenger.
All games drop in November. Is Evil West still coming? I actually wanted to try Evil West, but I assumed it was getting delayed. I have a hard time believing Evil West is dropping with Sonic Frontiers
Abomination
and God of War
is
Ragnarok.
better than I thought. AIM can build giant robots, and I won't bat an eye. But raw power
They gave me a level 50.
is intimidating. Not for you, of course, which is good because all evidence suggests that there are a lot more clones like him out there. But I don't doubt you guys for a second.
Roadmap? PlayStation Now for pre-order. Might look into that. See if I can get a key. He's power level 131 now. Let's do a little breakout. Where's Matt Murdock? Apparently Matt Murdock is getting some clothes made for him. In the She-Hulk show. Appreciate that stuff, Halloween. Welcome, Durag Gang. Your Christmas is on November 9th. Side God or Ragnarok. I'll believe it when it's actually released. You saw a comment from someone saying on Facebook saying, "Where is the roadmap?" Yeah, that's what happens when you cancel the roadmap and you don't tell everybody. You only tell people that are on Reddit and your game's Discord in a random comment, and you rely on content creators to spread the message. There's only so many of us, and we don't get millions of viewers per video. So a lot of people, there's still people that think the roadmap is coming. And I'm not on mic. I'm on my stream mic. I'm not on my game chat. It's hard for you to stick with this game. You're really trying. I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, you're not a creator, so you don't have to try. You could just chill. I mean, there's content coming Tuesday, so do whatever you need to do. Level up your characters, take a break, come back, Tuesday, come back for no rest for the wicked, play the mission, unlock all the stuff, see what changes they made.
You guys kept me going when things seemed hopeless. Just knowing the resistance was out there meant we had a chance.
And then when you're out of stuff to do, and just go do something else. No need to feel pressure.
AIM keeps their data well guarded. We haven't been able to get anything solid. We just had the word of the Inhumans. And I'm afraid that's not...
Content coming Tuesday. Yep, 2.6. Drops Tuesday, September 20th. As revealed earlier today. This game will never fall off. We got too many heroes to go. Still want Strange? I mean, the game's already fallen off. I mean, very famously so. But yeah, it has potential as long as it keeps getting support. There's a bunch of heroes they still have yet to pull out that can drive a lot of interest toward the game. Assuming they have access to them. Andrew Tate, Paul, and Logan Paul might fight. Ugh. I had to resist the urge to cringe. Boxing is so whack now. It's crazy. Game fails to be crushed. I mean, that's the thing about Avengers. It definitely failed, but it's still chugging along. We're in year 3 now. Year 3 of Avengers. Against all odds. Still going. It's going slowly, but it is still going. Every time a hero releases, everybody comes back. Yeah, what they need to do and prevent people from doing is leaving after they come back. That's why they spent a lot this year focusing on quality of life stuff. Like, that's why they realized they had to pivot away from, one of the reasons they realized they had to pivot away from operations like they were currently doing them, because players weren't sticking around. It wasn't that people weren't replaying the operations, is that player retention numbers weren't high. So was No Rest for the Wicked going to give out the elite villain sector? Elite villain sectors don't give out superior exotics. So if it's like every other elite villain sector in the game, then it will give out 140 exotics, just like we've been getting for a specific set of gear. We don't know. Unfortunately, they did not give really any information in the blog today, apart from the release date. But it is an elite. If it is an elite villain sector, then it does not reward superior exotics.
I've nearly breached AIM's network. They're hiding something. Stand by and see to the AIM forces.
Oh, they'll get seen to.
Please work fast, Jarvis. Fast as my processor allows.
I was never in a game. Yeah. Well, because so they have an end game loop with the villain sectors and the vault missions being farmable, giving out exotic sets, and you have the events. The problem is that, you know, those villain sectors, those villain sector loops, all that stuff doesn't give you superior gear. So if in terms of just specifically leveling up, yeah, you're basically limited to the OLT, the raid, and the events. All the other stuff doesn't give you superior gear. So they definitely do need more missions that give you superior gear. They need new missions. That's why I've been pushing. That's why I've been pushing for, like, you know, horde mode, survival mode, stuff like that. You know, patrol, people wanted patrol mode. You know, that's not ready. But yeah, we need like a new mission type that rewards superior gear. Something replayable, farmable, and rewarding. I personally don't have really any faith in patrol mode. That's why I want a horde mode. Like, I really don't care about patrol mode. I don't think I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anything based on what I've heard behind the scenes. So I'd rather them do like a survival mode like Ghost of Tsushima has. Have like a take back Avengers Tower mission, or have like a defend the helicarrier mission where there's increasingly difficult waves of enemies attacking the helicarrier. And that can reward you with superior gear to help you level up. And it'd be a fun way to level up. They need more of that. They need more fun activities that allow you to level up. Because, you know, it's not ideal when the best way to level up is to, you know, open a chest, buy gear from a vendor, you know, run these same war zones, which take way longer, because that's the key. It has to be like efficient. It has to be an efficient use of your time. They need to let go of their obsession with slowing down people leveling up, because literally no one cares about the level 1 to 150 grind. It's pointless. They have not established there's really any reason to it. We're just trying to jump up to get to you know, get exotics, put together builds. So you need new fun mission types where we can just sink a bunch of time into it, just leveling up, farming. Like getting on Ghost of Tsushima with a new player is fun. We just hop in. We can do some co-op story missions, level up, get some gear. We can hop into survival mode, do a bunch of those, level them up. You know, that's fun. That's a fun way to do it. Opening chests is cheesy. I'd rather not have to deal with it, but opening chests, buying gear from the vendor. Unfortunately, when there's no fun alternative, you know, that's what you're stuck with. All right, Emma Rom, 135, almost 140. Imagine a bunch of Monica clones in bikinis. My honest reaction to that information. The villains we need more variety. It's mainly just Taskmaster, Abomination, Maestro. Yep, Claw. You can't Claw. Super Adaptoid. You can't. Then we got Monica and MODOK again. There's no Crossbones. He's just in the Wakanda campaign. Then you never see him again. You be happy with a more difficult Mega Hive, or we're doing a raid? Just more inventive missions. Like, villains definitely they understand villains need to be the focus. Like, it's not just that people want new missions to do, which they definitely do. They want new villains to fight. Even if they're just villain sectors. We want more of those. It would be funny if Crossbones was in cloning labs, but nah, I'm not expecting that. Because Crossbones was never... Because it wouldn't even make sense story-wise. Because Crossbones was never a clone. He was a mercenary that Claw hired. And he abandoned Claw. So when we actually get in the cloning labs, apart from MODOK, we might see the other clones, like Taskmaster, Abomination. That was in the original cloning lab. The original cloning lab, you fought Abomination at the end. In this one, you're fighting MODOK at the end. But I wouldn't be surprised if Abomination still showed up. Fighting all the former clones. Maybe like floor bosses. Maybe that's something new they added. New app would be great too. There's not even, they don't even have to do all that with a new map. They can do a new mission in a different location without building out an entire giant map for the war table. Like, there's a mission that takes place in space. They need to make a space part of the map. They just had space as a cutscene. They had that scene where you're flying into the sky. Then they designed the base for you to be in, and space happened to be outside of it. But they don't need to make a whole new map to give us different locations. And it would save them time and resources. B-Wags should be here. B-Wags is not a fan of me. So, yeah, he's definitely not going to be here. Speaking of heroes, I can't wait to play that My Hero Academia Battle Royale. That game looks so fun. I actually really want to play that game. I didn't get into the closed beta though. I forgot to apply.
That did it. Theo, work your magic. You're safe now.
Several people at Crystal Dynamics do not like me. which is why I don't get early access to information unless it's from Miller. Or early access to skins. You can't be too honest when it comes to Marvel's Avengers. They would rather you tell them how great they are all the time. Not all the devs, obviously, but some of the people over there do not like any criticism whatsoever. God of War Ragnarok versus Thor Ragnarok the movie. Who's going to tell the story better? I mean, God of War Ragnarok's Thor is fat, so it loses by default. If you have a fat Thor, you automatically lose. In my book. Running raid, you see it in chat. Alright. Some of that bigger cheers about the game get annoying. Some muddies. That's the thing. That's true for a lot of games. It's not really true for Avengers. Like, I can understand that for a game that's successful, really doesn't have that many objective problems. But the problem is when you apply that, and this is what Crystal Dynamics cynically tried to do. They tried to take advantage of the fact that there was a issue with toxic gamers in other parts of the industry and tried to use that as a shield against actual criticism of the game. When this game legitimately has a lot that you should be criticizing. And since launch, like this game is very different now. Even though the game still has problems, it was way worse at launch. And the problem is, when the launch happened and it had all these problems, you had people that were saying, hey, why are all these important features missing? What's going on? You know, my data just got erased. You know, what's happening? Where's the content? And then you had white knights coming in defending the $1 million corporation, you know, double hand gawking, trying to tell you you're not allowed to criticize the game. Like, there were actually people who didn't want MCU skins. Like, think about how much people get hype over MCU skins now. It took them, the game came out September 2020. They didn't have their first MCU skins in game until May 2021. But when people said, why does your marketplace not have MCU skins? They didn't even have comic accurate skins. They just had those garbage Crystal Dynamics inspired bootleg Marvel skins in the marketplace for $14. And people were like, what is this? and the defenders were just like, stop complaining. Support the game. No one cares about the MCU. Nobody cares about comic books. It was really bad. So I always call out when the complaints become actually toxic. I always, you know, point that out, because there are definitely a lot of people who who aren't interested in being constructive, who hate on the game just for the clout. But those people are very easy to spot because they don't actually know anything about the game for the most part, and they're very obvious about it. So no one really takes them seriously. Everyone should be respectful in their Discord, obviously, but it's the internet. you're never going to get everybody to be respectful, but it's definitely something that should be aimed for. Yeah, Kyle definitely prime example. This man has like 4,000 hours in the game, without exaggeration. And he started off defending it. Like, if you look at his earlier videos, he was defending the game, and then he went through his villain arc. Still kept playing though. Yeah, 4,000 hours. Got my platform. What's up, John Smith? Hawk charge jump actually coming. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a charge jump or if they're just going to buff his third jump. But traversal updates are coming. His followers is more like a cult than anything. It's really weird. You guys are gonna give up on this game? You got all your heroes, especially since we can't get a Superman game. Hopefully one day we'll get another Superman game. Here's JRJ. Yeah, my expectations for Bucky are still November. I think we're going to get a blog talking about him in 2.7 further in like mid to late October, like usual. And then we'll get and it'll tell us that they're targeting Winter Soldier for, I think, a November release. And then as we get through November, maybe ideally, they'll get it out the second to last week. Just the nerd from South Park from the World of Warcraft episode. Just scared to go. Subject Jack Jones. I think they're definitely going to show him. I think we're definitely going to get a Bucky tease after we beat Monica.
Nice work. Venture Ridge's projects are all offline for now.
Bro, I can't imagine how crazy the internet is going to react if God of War Ragnarok gets delayed. Bro, it's going to be a epic meltdown. Like, the God of War fans were being hella toxic just waiting for the game to even get announced for a date this year. Like, they were harassing the devs just waiting for the release date. Imagine if they actually delay it. Probably gonna come out nowhere. I hope you defeat her. Dan got lights are like the only two games come out this year for next gen. I mean, there's going to be a few, but those are the big name ones. I mean, you have Sonic Frontiers, you have Evil West, you have Midnight Suns coming in December. That 137. Wasn't there talks about Thanos in the Embracer meeting? That is what I heard. That is in the video that I'm dropping right in about 6 minutes. No, it won't happen, but you love to see him change engines. Yeah, unfortunately, changing engines is like crazy. Something that's not done. The amount of time and money it would take, you would literally have to make a new game. Heard they're not even putting Ghost Rider and Midnight Suns? Really? You working for EA to make the new FIFA 23? Oh, now you're at EA, Jack Jones? I think Ragnarok is going to be good, but it's going to be pushed to the moon when it comes out. I think it's going to be pushed to 2023. That's what I think. You're talking about Marvel's Avengers? Yeah, Ghost Rider is definitely not on the radar right now. He wasn't in the initial data mine. If you check out the original list, there's a bunch of heroes that were found in the files for Avengers at launch. I don't remember seeing Ghost Rider on there. And according to our main leaker, Ghost Rider is not something that is being discussed. I guess Sony fans finna be toxic AF. Here, be one of them. Please don't be one of them. It's a video game. Do not be toxic because the God of War DLC was delayed by a few months. Just accept it and move on. Don't need to be toxic.
Bypassing their security will take some time. Keep the area clear. Stay in range of control point.
Defend the circle. Yo, on Xbox, my condolences. Best thing about your Discord is how helpful and friendly everyone is. I'm glad you feel welcome. We definitely have some crazy characters in there, but we all like to keep it chill. If it starts getting toxic, I'll make sure if at any point someone, you know, is concerned about it being toxic, let me know. But everyone's pretty chill. Imagine saying L-Box is better than PlayStation, and thinking that people believe you. You're not gonna be toxic today just for God of War drops.
That did it. Nice work.
Just resist the urge to be toxic in general. Being toxic is not a good way to live your life. Changing engines will be in Avengers too, I imagine. Alright guys, appreciate you for hanging out.
The resistance
I'm going to be signing off, but I got a new video dropping right now.
with any luck.
Definitely go check that out.
Information on their inhuman
I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Sadot the Gamer,